Hey everyone, Connor from Futures Analytica here. We're back again with our $500 to $10,000 challenge using the Polarity ATI. This is the fourth episode of trading on this account, and we're up to almost $1,600, so around $1,100 of profit so far. Today we're going to be using the settings recommended by one of our viewers, Trinity. They said that they were having success using the settings posted on the screen, so we wanted to try it out. We're incorporating this into our short-term auto-scalping strategy on ES, where we arm in both directions at open and simply follow delta to determine where to go from there. We armed at open, however no stacked imbalances immediately appeared, and it took around 3 minutes for us to find our first trade, so I've sped up the footage to where there wasn't anything happening. We finally get that double stacked imbalance, which leads us to our entry, and in order to queue up the next trade, we arm it again in both directions. This all happens pretty fast here, and because we're using an automated strategy, we catch that really quick move that we would have otherwise missed if we were trading it manually. So that's 2 profitable fills in a row. And to rinse and repeat the process, we're keeping it armed in both directions. Immediately we get filled into another very quick trade, leading us to harvest another $150 from the market. And once again, we are going to keep it armed in both directions. Our system enters us into a short trade here, however the market does move against us and we're stopped out of our trade. At this point we're going to take a step back and wait until there to be a clear breakout from a clear range with high correlated delta before we decide to arm it in either direction. As we prepare to look for the next trade, we mark areas of absorption listed on the Analytica Chart 3, and we're waiting for a breakout on those points where we will arm in the direction of the breakout as long as delta is moving in that direction. If you're a bit confused on what these terms mean and what's happening here, I highly recommend checking out my Learn Order Flow in 5 Minutes tutorial linked in the description. And for those of you who are interested in the software, there's an in-depth hands-on course included with the software for free. It includes everything you need to know about trading this strategy, assuming you know nothing about order flow. It'll walk you through it all. We've only found clear absorption levels in the long direction, so unless a range forms with clear supportive absorption, we're only looking for a long trade. Long with a break and close above our absorption level, so we're going to arm in the long direction. Of time for us to get into our first trade, but luckily we don't have the option to get in early, so it eliminates the psychological risk of getting faked out by a false breakout. Right here, we finally get into our first long trade above that resistance point, and now we're just going to continuously arm long until we lose a trade, or we hit our profit goal of $450. The trade's taking a little bit longer than usual, however, delta remains positive throughout almost this entire trade, so we're looking for that really nice green flag.
Target filled.
We end up getting filled right there, and like I said earlier, we're going to continuously keep that long button armed as long as we have not lost a trade yet in this direction. Waiting like this isn't for everyone. As you can see, I'm missing out on a huge amount of potential profit by staying out of the market here on this bull run. But the strategy's strong suit is being extremely consistent on a month-to-month basis, independent if the market is in a bull run, bear run, or even flat. You're not going to be capturing these huge moves, but you do have the consistency that those strategies might be lacking.
Target filled.
And it's because of that we get filled there, which puts us right on our post-commission profit target of $450, which means we're done trading this for the day. We have now reached a massive milestone to an account size of $2,000 from our initial capital of $500, which is comparable to a 300% gain. We're going to be upping the ante with the pace of this series, so make sure you subscribe to see more live trading content. I'm actually presenting at a NinjaTrader official webinar on the 12th of August, so if you're interested in checking out what we have to offer at that webinar, sign up for our email list on our website or click the link in the description to join the webinar when the time comes. If you're interested in the Polarity automated trading interface, I highly recommend checking it out in the description. We have a bundle deal for those of you without NinjaTrader lifetime licenses, which allows you to utilize order flow without paying the $1,000 price tag NinjaTrader usually charges for their volumetric bars. And like I said before, the Polarity automated trading interface includes a hands-on guide which teaches you everything you need to know about how to trade it. I recently took a week vacation, which explains the lapse in uploads for a week. However, I will be making up for it by upping the amount of uploads I do in the next coming weeks. I want to thank you guys for all the support you've been giving this channel, which has allowed me to get so big as to where I'm presenting at the NinjaTrader webinar. I honestly could never have imagined that we would get this big, and I'm really, really happy with how everything's going. If you guys have any questions or any strategies you guys want me to highlight on the channel, please do not hesitate to shoot me an email or leave a comment. And thank you guys so much again for watching, and I will see you guys really soon.